What's up YouTube, and welcome to a video by the Unlucky Lads. This will detail the raid intel skips and black box locations on critical, regular and low for the raid starting on the 25th of July running through to the 31st of July, which is Project Titan week 192. We hope you'll continue to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, or even gift us a slice of pizza using our donation link in the description below, because your support genuinely drives us to make these early raid intel videos, which allows you to quickly complete the raids and collect the black boxes as soon as the Project Titan week begins. For critical this week, the modifiers will be Darkest Night, Realistic Reload, and 3 Hearts, which means you'll need to start by defending the smoky node at Heliport. This will give you access to Baal at the chemical refinery, and after you beat the tank Titan you can move into Sector 2. Gargoyle requires 2 intels at Salamander, then the interrogation of the sniper at Camp Phoenix, and lastly inputting the password he gives you into the node at Testing Zone, where you can also fight the flying Titan. And Supercomputer just requires the 4 nodes at Missile Site Ruins to be pressed together, before you can fight Quantum at the building in the sea. Once you've beaten Gargoyle and Supercomputer, you can move into Sector 3. Cerberus requires 2 intels at Red Phoenix and a further 2 intels at Scandium Mine, one using your drone in B2 and the other is a pickup. Next you need to destroy 3 panels at Prototype Workshop, before finally putting 4 hands-on nodes at No Man's Land. This will give you access to Cerberus at the top of Lava Shield, where you can complete the critical raid. And if you're looking for the black boxes on critical this week, there are 2 in Sector 1, the first at Chemical Refinery and the other is at Heliport. Then there will be 2 boxes in Sector 2, the first at Camp Phoenix and the other is at Missile Site Ruins. And finally there's 2 more boxes in Sector 3, the first at Prototype Workshop with the last one at No Man's Land. In summary, the modifiers aren't the best, but also aren't the worst either. As you know by now, Darkest Night is one we'd prefer if it didn't exist, just because it makes it pretty necessary to play the whole raid with night vision or thermal goggles turned on, which in our opinion detracts from the fun and makes it look and feel the same. Plus, using an old TV or monitor will likely not handle the Darkest Night very well, and you'll find yourself playing with the curtains drawn and the light turned off just to be able to see anything. Then, Realistic Reload can cause a few issues with those larger magazine gun clips, so watch out if you are using the 100 round guns, such as the 4AC or the M4A1. Lastly, 3 Hearts shouldn't be considered too hard to deal with for most squads these days, but if you are collecting intel and run out of hearts when you go down, do remember that you can always quit and reload back into the raid to save waiting out the time. As for the intel trail this week, it's a fairly average raid length. To start with, you have just 1 node in Sector 1, which should be quite quick, but the Sector 2 intel trail is a little bit longer, with a few tasks to do for Gargoyle, but at least Quantum is just 4 hands-on nodes. Finally, as you move into Sector 3, the raid gets longer again, with 4 different parts to do around this area of the map, so splitting up here with an experienced squad is advised if you want to save some time. Overall, we predict this raid could take over 1 hour to complete, depending on your skill level, although some squads may enjoy the challenge of beating it in under 60 minutes. But as always, if you do run into any problems, please comment below, and we'll try to help out so you can finish the raid and earn those rewards. Moving on to regular and low, there are no modifiers and it does just use last week's critical intel and black box locations. Begin by destroying the 4 panels at Satellite Dish to open up the circle for Baal at Chemical Refinery, and beating this boss will allow you to head into Sector 2. Gargoyle requires 5 panels at Camp Phoenix to be destroyed, before you can fight the Flying Titan at Testing Zone. And Supercomputer will need 1 intel at Salamander, before defending the node at the back of Testing Zone. Now you can fight Quantum at the building in the sea. With both bosses in Sector 2 beaten, you can advance into Sector 3. For Cerberus you'll need to press 4 nodes at Lava Duct, which although locked can be accessed a number of different ways, with our favourite being to team wipe at the wall to the left of Lava Duct's western gate. However you choose, once you press the 4 nodes at Lava Duct, you'll have access to Cerberus at the top of Lava Shield, where you can complete the regular or low raid. And if you're looking for the raid chests on regular and low this week, there are 2 boxes in Sector 1. The first is Ancient Harbour, with a second one at Chemical Refinery. Then there'll be 2 boxes in Sector 2, the first at Camp Phoenix and the other being at Testing Zone. And finally there's 2 boxes in Sector 3, the first one at Scandium Mine, with the last one at Prototype Workshop. That's all for now. We hope you've enjoyed our Intel and Black Box video enough to leave a like and comment, plus subscribe or donate if you haven't already. But no pressure there, because it's all of your support combined that motivates us to make our content. So until next time, peace out, the unlucky lads.